All right, let's get it real quick. Fresh. That shit funny. As soon as I said I was getting ready to. That's how you just gotta feel like shit be a simulation sometimes. As soon as I said I was gonna make a little video, here come this shit going on right here. Talking about somebody rather lie than lose you. Yes, omission of information is a lie, but what make your lame ass so lame? Like, all bullshit aside, is the nigga you fuck with. That shit is fucking lame as fuck. Like, when you see a bitch fucking with a lame ass nigga, like, instead of like a real nigga, like a bitch ass nigga, like he's the bottom and the girl is the top type shit. Like, it just makes shit so less attractive. Like, you don't even respect that shit. Like, okay, if I'm your side and you like fucking with a real ass nigga, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's respected because I see what type of niggas you fuck with. But being your side when you fucking with a lame ass fucking nigga, like a fucking homo, I'm not even finna do that. You know what I'm saying? You do what you do, and I guess that's what makes you happy. You know what I'm saying? But eight is enough, and eight is infinity. So you take that on Tundra how you want. What the fuck did I even come on here to say? First of all, peace and blessings, abundance and gratitude. I am so at peace, and that's what we're going to talk about today now that I'm thinking about it. I'm very grateful. Last summer, I ain't have no air in my crib. And today was 103 degrees outside. It's going to be even hotter tomorrow with the heat index and the humidity where I live. It's just, don't let it fucking rain. Oh, it's just, it's unbearable. So I've been working a little bit less than I normally work, but just to combat the extremities of the weather, you know? We just listening to radio, Bob. So like, don't pay that shit no mind. Don't think I pay that bitch no mind. If if a bitch come against you and do some stupid shit, then I'm right along with you with the shits. We might at first have been cool with these bitches, but when they do dumb shit and start trying motherfucking bullshit, no, babe, no, not at all, babe, no. You see that bitch's magazine cover? Does that shit really look like that? Does her mouth really fucking look like that? That shit was weird, bro. Okay, so let's get back to the topic. The topic is inner peace. So, I was at Chipotle today, and there's three Chipotles like within a fucking 2 mile radius. Like they're really close together. There used to only be one, and then there's three, and then they got one on the west side. So there used to only be one, and that's the one that I go to. And the prices are cheaper there and everything, but it's just like I have a really good rapport with the staff there, and they're real cool. And there's a Wingstop right next door, and so with with how I am, like I guess I got like mild autism or something like that. But you can have this hyper functioning autism, and one of them noticed like my OCD patterns today, or not even just like noticed it today, but chose to say something about it today. And I go in there every day, and I'll get like four soft taco shells, flour tortillas, and they used to charge me for them, but now they don't even charge me for that shit. They just let me get that shit. And so they'll make them for me. And they're organic. They're just so good and velvety. You know what I'm saying? They're like the best. And then I'll go next door to Wingstop. Really, I'll go to Wingstop first and I'll get me like four chicken strips, have them dip them in hot sauce or whatever, do it wet and shit. Give me a couple ranch dips and make my buffalo chicken wraps with them. They used to sell them at the Denny's, which is right next to there. And they would come with like cheese and lettuce on them, and they come with a big ass container of ranch with tortilla chips, homemade ranch. It was great. They discontinued that. So I just found my little, you know what I'm saying? It's very affordable. Shit, I could get four of them for like $4. Get my two ranch dips for another $2, $6, and I eat. And I used to like to try to eat different things all the time, but I noticed that when I do, like, I get food poisoning. So just like routine and eating the same thing every day, it doesn't even bother me. Like it's kind of comforting, you know. It's just boom, boom, bam, do this, do that, knock it out. I don't have to worry about it. It's not something I had to think about. But as compared to like in the olden days when I have a bitch and we gotta find the food stamps, buy the food stamps, go to all these different stores, get the ingredients, or not even that. Even if it wasn't that, it's just like, well, what are we gonna eat today? What are we gonna eat today? What are we gonna eat today? I'm gonna order from here, there, here, there, here, there. And that's expensive too. I mean, especially nowadays. Nobody has food stamps no more, and the price of food is so high that I might as well just eat out. Like, literally, you know? So I go into Wingstop every day, and I go into the Chipotle every day. And so we just banter and have conversation every day. Mind you, they just let me get my shit for free every day. Sometimes I'll go in there and get like kids meal build your own tacos kit or some shit like that. But for the most part, no, I just go in there and get tortillas. And it's not like I won't pay for them, but they just let me get the motherfuckers for free and shit. And so I've been doing this for like several years and shit. And I always tell them just to lay the tortillas flat on the foil and just make a stack of them, 4 with 5 pieces of foil, and it's perfect. Sometimes they'll try to fold them or whatever. Sometimes they'll leave it as I say, and they'll just lay it up on the glass before I get to the cash register and say thank you. Go ahead, whatever. Well, today was Wednesday, and Wednesday there's a certain crew in there, and it'd be these three big white girls, and one of the white girls had got fired for being too like meticulous or whatever, and she's like this with me too. Like everybody else just lets me slide with every motherfucking thing. Like they're finna fill up my whole entire trays. They gonna let me get the Chipotle ranch for free. Ask me if I want it. Like, they just super cool and shit. And she has her little things too. Like she finally let me get the tortillas for free and stuff. She'll offer to like just give me fajita veggies and stuff like that. Like she's all right too. She used to do what I do, and she'll be like, "Yeah, but I only drive at night, and I only do this, and I don't only accept that." Like it's not even like that no more. You can't do it like that, or else you would still be doing it. You know what I'm saying? And so anyway, she ended up getting fired by the other manager, which is super cool. Like he don't be on me for shit. And like we talk about cars and stuff like that, and like the weather, and he live out on the north side, so we talk about that shit. Just different little shit, little banner or whatever. Like it's just cool. It's like those are my coworkers or whatever. They fuck with me and shit. And so I get to the cash register, and like they always just be like, "Girl, go ahead and go." And so I took my tortillas and I was like folding the aluminum like the shape I wanted it in, which I worked at this one restaurant for 12 years, and that's how we used to fold our tortilla shells. And it ends up so that like there's a line right in the middle of that motherfucker or whatever. And like I be needing that line to be right in the middle of that motherfucker, and that's why I fold my tortillas the way I fold them, because it's gonna put that crease in there like that. And she was like, "So how's your OCD?" And she was like, "I'm just asking because I have it." And I was like, "It's a lot better since I'm older." And she was like, "I'm only asking because I have those type of issues." So we got to talking or whatever, and like she got 3 kids and a husband and stuff like that. And I was like, it's good since I'm older. And I was like, "How is yours?" And she's like, "Well, I quit my pills like 2 weeks ago." And I was like, "Wow, that's amazing." And so I start telling her like, "Yeah, my mom, my sister are on pills, you know what I'm saying?" And like I really had to fight real hard through my whole life to not be on pills because of the way you feel when you don't have them. And then also when they start prescribing you those type of things, they add another thing, another thing, another thing, another thing. And that'll catch up with you at the end of your life. So I had to try really hard to not become dependent or addictive on pills. And I was just telling her I have such an inner peace now. I didn't tell her I stopped smoking weed a couple months ago, but I was telling all of them, I was just like, I'm 44, because they're all younger than me. They're like in their 20s, maybe early 30s. More like, more like mid to late 20s, though. You know what I'm saying? And they were just amazed that I was telling them how I found this perfect peace. Like, through the work I do, I don't have to deal with like fucked up employees and shit like that. And even when I do Uber driving, I make way, way, way more money. But having to deal with all those entities and those personalities being, in my safe space in my vehicle or whatever. And you never know when you're gonna suffer like when you're gonna suffer some type of attack, some type of demonic attack. I can't. The words ain't coming in right now. What the fuck you call that shit? But a spiritual attack. Y'all know what the fuck I'm talking about. Where the devil just jump right through a motherfucker and they just acting crazy and shit. So we just sat there and talked for like about 10 minutes or whatever. And I was telling her, I was like, man, you got kids? She's like, yeah, my husband, he's in the military. He runs 2 different bases and he's away all the time. So I'm just like doing everything being both parents. Well, most low income women or black women, they're always being both parents. But I mean, I understood where she's coming from. I'm like, I feel you. Like, I have 0 kids, and I go home and I'm by myself. Nobody lives with me. I just moved into my new place. And I can't imagine like not being able to escape, like people talking to you all the time or all that responsibility of taking care of all those people. She's like, yeah, it's so much. It is so much. She's like, children are a blessing, but like it's just so much work. And then we started talking about our mothers and stuff like that. And being used as emotional dumpsters and not getting space and all kinds of different things. But I told her, I was like, there's a wellness place up the street. You get some gummies from there. She was like, yeah, my husband's in the military, though. Maybe when he retires, like, it's legal now. I don't know if you live in Kentucky. She was like, no, I live right there off what's the what? And I was like, I live off what's the what, too. And so we dapped up. And I was like, well, if you ever want to talk again, we could just talk. And she was like, yeah, I would like that. And I was just telling her I just made so much money doing Uber driving just from talking to people, like I really did. I made a lot of money doing that shit. But my inner peace that I have right now, I've never reached this paramount of inner peace. Like everything is just perfect. I don't want for anything. I have I have everything. I don't have anxiety. I don't My OCD is just so calm. Of course there's moments. There's moments. In my mind, it used to race so much where I couldn't sleep at all. And every once in a while, I still have a night like that. My feet get to twitching like I was talking about the other day and stuff. But for the most part, I've managed to like get everything under control. And I'm very grateful for that. I'm very, like, I got to drink at night to get to sleep. But at least I have that, and I'm not even doing nothing else. I'm not I'm not on all the other drugs that I've been through my whole entire life, which I was using to manage everything going on inside my head. It just races and races and races and races, and it never wants to stop. And now I can, for the most part, I can get it to stop. And I'm just very grateful. And like my mantras say, I'm blessed, I'm abundant, I'm grateful, and I'm aligned. I'm a child of God and I work for God. I travel through the universes. I travel multiverse. I go very many different places. I be in different time periods. I'm everywhere. I'm God's child. God is very jealous. God don't want nobody to have me. There's no point in even fucking trying. God is my fucking nigga. He do not want me with nobody. You I have had to submit to that. That is for other individuals. That is not what God wants from me. When God feel fit, or when God thinks that it will come to that, Agnostics, they were like that. There's no companion. You know what I'm saying? Your companion is God. And so I just have to submit that I'm God's child. Nothing that I try to do has ever worked for me. God do not want me to be with nobody. When that day presents itself, may I have the courage to even try some shit like that, then it will happen. Other than that, it's not fucking happening. And by it not happening and going by how God led me and has blessed me to get through out of all my storms, at 44, I finally have perfect peace. And I'm very, very grateful for it. Thank fucking God. Like, thank you, God. I've walked through so many storms. Sometimes I ran with all my breath and all my life. Sometimes I had to slowly walk through and endure them. But all the clouds are gone. Some clouds may show up, but it's nothing like anything that I've been through. And this is a beautiful place. I'll be here, you feel me? I'm very grateful for it. Thank you. And I love you.